Okay.
You know who runs his household? Google. Next.
Going places?
Dad, don't be so harsh on my new boyfriend. He's just a young man going places, and Daddy said the sooner the better.
Kleenex.
Why should you pay your income tax on clinics? You're paying through the nose.
Midas.
Why did the man quit his job at Midas Muffler? Do you know, Amy?
It was exhausting.
Yeah.
Plant manager.
What's your job? What line of work are you in? The new girlfriend said to the new boyfriend. And he says, I'm a plant manager. And his friend says, it's his job to water them at night.
Next one is veterinarian.
What do you call a veterinarian who specializes in elephant skin disease? A pachydermatologist.
Left job same way I entered.
The college president said he was relieved of his duties. The college president was relieved of his duties. And in his last speech before the board of trustees, said I leave this job the same way I entered it, fired with enthusiasm.
Key job.
What, dear?
Key job.
Oh, what is your line of work? The other girlfriend said to the new boyfriend. And he said, I have a key job. And his friend says, it's his job to lock up at night.
Grew up to be.
The man says, I grew up to be the kind of a person my mother didn't want me to play with when I was a boy.
Okay, that's all for the jokes.
Okay, this is a chat with Glendora. This is Soul to Soul. And this program is a reminder program. It's reminding you and reminding me that when all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how did you treat others. And it reminds us that we all want to be the best we can be. And it reminds us, what's the one that you say, Amy?
What'd you say?
It reminds us that...
oh, yeah. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how you treat others.
Yes, and then the one is sickness and sin can be healed through prayer and...
Is it possible to cure sin and sickness with prayer and faith?
That's right. And Amy, would you find a Bible passage?
The Bible passage that was written down is Philippians 4:8.
Yeah.
That's all that they wrote on here.
Whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are beautiful. Think on these things. Think on these things. There's another one that's saying to you, do not conform to evil, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Don't ever think about anything bad. Don't think about it. Think only about good things. There's certainly enough good things to think about. Next, Amy.
The vocabulary word is arduous.
Arduous?
Yeah.
Good going, Amy. Go.
It means steep, hard to climb, strenuous, difficult. That's what it means.
Yeah. We can do that, can't we, folks? You and I can do this. You can do all things through God who strengthens you. you can do all things through love who strengthens you. Think only good things. Don't think about anything bad. Now, I'm going to recite to you some of the Holy Grail, if I can. In the meantime, Amy, let us read Happy Happenings.
Well, there's also a hymn that says, "Crown him with many crowns."
Crown him with many crowns, the Lord upon his throne. Hark how the heavenly angels drown all music but their own. Awake my soul and sing of him who died for thee, and crown him as thy matchless king through all eternity. Thank you, Amy.
The happy happenings are 1 p.m. Barone.
Yes. Tom, for American Association of Retired People, AARP, gives lessons to seniors in how to, what's it have to do with driving, Amy? Defensive driving, right?
Yes.
He gives her classes in defensive driving for the seniors in the city of New, what's the one up there in the nice city up there, honey? Middletown, New York.
Yeah, Middletown. Beauty Shop Peekskill.
Yes, Beauty Shop Dory is going to tell us what's new in the beauty shop movement. What's new, what are people looking for now for in beauty shops, and the history of her beauty shop and the great things that have happened to her. Happy happenings.
Yes.
And we lost you, Amy? Did you go to sleep?
No, the third one is work up to date.
The work is up to date. Amy gets the work up to date. And Rob and Pam get the work up to date in the morning. Keep going, hon.
Pam and Karen and Rensselaer.
What was that, please?
Pam and Karen and Rensselaer.
Well, Karen Heck is talking to Pam Stasak. And Pam is going to sign the application for airtime on Charter Spectrum in Rensselaer. Thank you for that, folks.
Ugh. And then Rockland and Conway.
Rockland and Conway. Conway sent in his request for airtime to Altice Cablevision Optimum, and he forgot his proof of residency. So when that comes Monday, we'll send that to Karen, and that will be done, and that leaves only the 3. Good going, honey. What else?
Gum.
Gum? Did a little elf chew up all my gum, Amy? Do you little elf around here chew up my gum?
I don't know.
Was that a little elf you, Amy?
I know I did eat some of the gum.
How come there's not enough?
I don't know.
I think you ate all of it, dear.
Maybe.
Next?
April removed.
April is doing our program and our work to chat with Glendora with the computer and with the email from here, Rensselaer County, New York, to Georgia, almost Alabama. Next.
8 glasses of water Saturday.
I did. Oh, it's so hard, but you have to do it. You've got to have that clean, fresh water go through the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the kidneys. Keep washing it through, and don't let those carcinogens get a hold of you. 8 glasses of water, even though it's so hard to do.
Meditation everywhere.
What, dear?
Meditation every day.
I don't know about that one. Next.
It says meditation every.
Well, every day, several times a day. What's next, dear?
Lotion Pond's baby powder.
Oh, yeah. Making us beautiful. Body lotion, Pond's cold cream, and baby powder. $100. Next, dear.
Big Frank's.
What, dear?
Big Frank's.
Oh, great hot dog. Made by Loma Linda, Worthington Foods. Loma Linda, Worthington Foods. Big Frank. It's a big hot dog, and it is delicious. And do you know that those Seventh-day Adventists out in Loma Linda, California, they live in a community, and you know that they're all 107 years old, and they're acting just like they're 50? Yes, sir. Because they're vegetarian. Well, they're better than that. They're vegan. Yes, Amy?
The last one is Freihofer bread.
Yes! 3 loaves of bread for $4, and a loaf of bread fresh is costing $5 now. You know, my mother said, Glennie, they're going to get bread up to $1 a loaf. This was back in the 1950s. And now it's up, Mom, $5 a loaf. But thank you, Freihofer Bakery outlet. I think we bought about 40 slices of bread. Glendora, do you eat all that? No, we eat some of it. Rye bread and the dark bread. And the rest I give to my friends, the birds. Next.
That's it for Happy Happening.
Amy. Diamond, would you read your article in the newspaper, The Advertiser?
This is The Advertiser. Is for Thursday, September 14th.
When, dear?
Thursday, September 14th. Glendora Vegan Club. Glendora asked Amy what she liked about her dog, Ryder, that he gave such loving kisses. What else? He wags his tail when you ask him if he wants to go for a walk. What else? He barks when a stranger comes near me. He looks happy when I give him treats. What else? He appreciated the big birthday party I gave him when he was 9 years old.
That was only last week, wasn't it?
He loves me because I rescued him from the Humane Society.
Yeah. I would like to have you read that again, would you, please?
Glendora asked Amy what she liked about her dog, Ryder. That he gave such loving kisses. What else? He wags his tail when you ask him if he wants to go for a walk. What else? He barks when a stranger comes near me. He looks happy when I give him treats. What else? He appreciated the big birthday party I gave him when he was 9 years old.
And how do you spell his name, Ryder?
Ryder.
Again?
Ryder.
Oh, that's nice.
He loves me because I rescued him from the Humane Society.
Yeah. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy. It was a great thing you did.
And the jokes are, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Said the lawyer, the bricks in the wall are loose. We have a great case. We will sue Mother Goose. The woman answered the front door and said, I did not send for a piano tuner. The man said, no, ma'am, the neighbors did. Folks, there are some things money can't buy.
Yeah.
For instance, poverty.
Wow.
You need credit cards for that. The daddy said to his son, Son, you have to learn from the mistakes of others. You simply do not have time to make them all yourself.
That's true.
Lawyer, I'll take your case on a retainer basis. That will be $3,000 and entitles you to 2 questions. The client said, $3,000 for 2 questions? Isn't that expensive? The lawyer said, perhaps. What's your second question?
Is that it, honey, for jokes?
Then it says, Google Glendora Folsom, go to imdb.com and write in Glendora Folsom Buell.
Thank you, Amy. IMDb is International Movie
It's
Database.
IMDb.
IMDb is International Movie Database.
Yeah.
Go to that, folks. You might be very interested in what it says. Is that it, Amy?
Yes.
Really?
That's it for the article.
All right. Do you have any more jokes?
There's more on this list of jokes over here.
Okay.
There's Minority Rule.
Hey, Daddy, what is an example of minority rule? Daddy, having a baby in the house.
Before I was married.
A man said, before I was married, I had 3 theories about children. I had no children and 3 theories about children. Now that I'm married, I have 3 children and no theories. Next.
Gets his brain from.
Oh, the boy brought home a report card, Amy, with all A's on it. And the daddy said, he must get his brains from me. And the mummy said, he must. I still have mine. Wait,
Shovel snow.
the doctor said to Harry, you mustn't shovel snow. You'll get a heart attack. So Harry went home and he said, son, will you please shovel the snow? And his son said, yes, Dad, I'll start immediately. Harry had a heart attack.
Name son after dad.
We named our son after my dad. Oh, really? What did you name him? Pop.
Kids like New Year's resolutions.
Yeah. Noisy kids in church are like New Year's resolutions. They should be carried out.
I saw the whole thing happen.
A car collided with another car. A third car pulled up. A man got out of the third car and said, I saw the whole thing happen. I'm a lawyer. I'll take either side.
Nursery school teacher.
Nursery school children and the teacher were out for a walk. And the teacher said, children, we can all be thankful for one thing. At least we are all free. And the little boy said, I am not free. I am 4.
Ideal contract?
The ideal contract to a lawyer is words too long to pronounce and too small to read.
The last one is if you can't get a lawyer.
If you can't get a lawyer who knows the law, then for heaven's sakes, get one who knows the judge. Is that everything in our folder, hon?
Yes.
What is the timing?
It is 20 minutes and 37 seconds.
Well, I'm going to give this a try. This is called the Holy Grail. It's called a credo. And it says, don't think about evil. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, say no evil. Don't give evil any time or any life or any energy. It is like the little boy who woke up in the middle of the night screaming and thrashing, saying, the monsters, the monsters. His mother came into his room and turned on the light. There's no monsters. Oh, but they were here. No, they were never here. You just thought they were here. Don't give evil any time or any life or any energy. Turn your back on it and go over here and put all your time and life and energy into helping others, into caring and sharing, into sympathy and empathy, into being loving, cheerful, happy, humorous, enthusiastic. Happy, cheerful, humorous, and enthusiastic. And you're very good at this, folks. You are very good at this. In fact, there's nobody as good at it as you are. And there's nobody...
We're at 22 minutes right now.
Anybody able to do it better than you can do it. And you are adept. You are fully skilled. You are well versed. You are well, what is a good word? You are adept. We said that. Yeah, you're adept. Now, you do what your conscience says. You do what your conscience says. You don't do anything your conscience doesn't do. It tells you not to do. You don't do anything your conscience tells you not to do. And then, that makes you get rid of your guilt. You can stand up in your conscience and say, look, I did everything you told me to do. And when you're without the guilt, you're without the fear. You have no guilt. You have nothing to fear. And another thing that comes with that is you have a sense of being impervious. You feel as though nothing's bad's ever going to happen to you. Oh, it's great, it's great, it's great. Do not think about evil. And then, don't complain and don't criticize and compliment people and make them feel good and keep your work up to date. Glendora, you keep Soul to Soul up to date. And Glendora, you keep the articles in the Advertiser every week. And Glendora, you take care of the regimen of saintly eating. Regimen of saintly eating. Regimen of saintly eating. And remember, you have a place for everything and everything in its place. You be refined. You keep your vocabulary fresh and accurate to the beauty of the English language. And you answer your telephone. You return your calls. And you stay dressed up. And you drink 8 glasses of water a day. And you write legibly. I think that's it. 8 glasses of water a day. Keep that whole system clean so that carcinogens don't get in there and get you. Your pancreas, your kidneys, your spleen, keep them all nice and sparkling clean. And it's hard. I know it's very hard to do it. I struggle with it. And I think that's it. And what time is it, Amy?
We had 2 minutes left. It's 26 minutes.
Helping others, you'll enjoy it. Satisfaction guaranteed. We got rid of the ego. Selfishness is not allowed. We want you to have that peace that passes understanding. Helping others, you enjoy a satisfaction guaranteed. Do not be conformed to evil. Instead, be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Back to the same old story. The little boy at night screaming and hollering at something that didn't exist. Don't give any time or any thought or any life to evil. You want the last word, Amy?
No, that's fine.
Grace and peace unto you from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.